We've got news moms can use.
What was that name again? I missed that.
News moms can use.
Brought to you by Therapon Skin Health, helping moms have healthy, youthful-looking skin for 20 years.
I've got a mind-blowing poll to show you asking the question, would you marry your spouse again? And I'm going to share some very surprising new research about what kind of men that women prefer. Really shocked by this. Definitely not my deal.
Really?
Yeah. My man does not fit what this...
Do women prefer women?
No!
No, not like that. But I mean, would they rather have their man be like a girl?
A little.
Okay.
I know how Shell feels about that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about what women prefer. And I shouldn't say that because then all the men that look like this are going to be like, great, you're calling me like that I'm feminine. No, we're not saying that. No, we're not saying that. I tend to like the stereotype, the big, strong, So
you're talking
beefy.
Physical appearance.
Yeah, and we're giving too much away. Stop it, Shelley. We're not there yet. Okay, so I told you something about this poll. Here's the question. Would you marry your spouse again? We took it on our Facebook page as well. And I took this survey to the moms who follow us on Facebook.com/ChannelMom. If you'd like to go there and weigh in today. It's like Facebook polls things sometimes. I went back to look at the survey again last night and it wasn't there anymore. But I will tell you the results. Here it is. Would you marry your spouse again? It's a national poll out there, and you might be shocked at how many people said they would not marry their spouse again. And presumably some of these people are still married.
Would I be shocked? I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't be shocked. And if you want to weigh in, by the way, if the results make you mad and you want to weigh in and say, here's how I feel about my spouse, 303-297-1510, feel free to call us. And also you can be available for our guest to ask him a question. So our Facebook poll results were 45 likes saying, yes, I would marry my spouse again. 45 people weighed in and said, yes, I would. However, we had 450 people see that particular post. So that's 10%.
Wow.
And actually I said comment if you feel otherwise, and nobody commented. So at least they weren't saying.
Yeah, because it's out there.
Yeah. And some people just skip by it.
And they're friends with their spouse.
That's true. Yeah, but you can't see it. It's anonymous. Oh, no. The likes, you can see the likes. It's true. You can see who's saying like and who's not. Anyway, 45 likes. I felt okay about it because at least these moms were weighing in for us. Nationally, though, only 26% of those who answered this survey, and by the way, in the extended form, it said, knowing what you know now, would you marry your spouse again? That was the question. Knowing what you know now, would you marry your spouse again? Only 26% of those who answered said yes. So you would be one of those 26%. Yes, Shelley?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
But that it doesn't surprise me. But then how do you negate? To me, I go, you've got kids.
Yeah.
So if you didn't marry that spouse, then those people wouldn't exist.
I know. And I don't understand why people can extrapolate from that. Like, hey, if you love your kids, your spouse is part of that, whether you don't feel great about them or not. Now, granted, I'm well aware that there are really some awful marriages out there. I don't want to hear about that. I understand that. I have sympathy for that. I have friends who've been through that. But I'm just saying marriage is a good thing. And why can't people tie the fact of the fact that they have beautiful children because of that marriage to that spouse? I think they kind of want to erase that.
They do.
Connection. By the way, 55% said no. They would not marry their spouse again. 16% said they didn't know. 1% said they'd already married that spouse again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like that statistic. By the way, I want to get to our guest. So very briefly, I'm just going to say this. The survey I told you about what women prefer in a man, women prefer thin men, not macho men. And they're saying that they're looking more for chiseled abs. And I'm like, well, that's not skinny. Chiseled abs can be a buff guy.
It doesn't have to be skinny, but you have to be lean.
Yeah, you do have to be lean and not a square jaw. Here's the thing. They tied it to immunity somehow. So I don't even want to go into the survey because I found it kind of dopey. And I like big, strong, muscular men. I don't mind even if they're a little bit overweight, as somebody might say. I like big, burly men. I just do. But who cares? My husband is a big, strong guy. He played college football. He's a big guy. The skinny thing doesn't appeal to me. But they were saying that it has to do with immunity. And somehow women tie, if you're more slender, your immune system is better and you're going to live longer.
That's bogus.
I know.
That's made up.
I think it's European. I'm just going to blame it on the Europeans. I think the whole thing is European. And men do tend to be more slender over there, I think.
They walk more.
Yeah, they do walk more. We don't walk enough in this country.